focused on. And it's also something where I knew I wouldn't have a 10, 15-year career. As much as I would love to keep going, because I know I could keep getting better and do this for 10 Olympias or so, it's not my dream, you know?
It's not your dream.
To have 10 or plus?
cbum
No.
and PBD podcast, an interesting topic. Patrick Bet David invited cbum on PBD podcast, and they talked a lot about professional bodybuilders and testosterone and advantage disadvantage. An interesting topic if cbum wants to quit.
What do you think when you think of Sean Ray's physique?
I think he had a beautiful classic physique for sure. I don't even think he'd make the weight limit for classic anymore, honestly, because he was a little bit shorter. But great lines, great physique. He had that small waist, and he had that like very symmetrical.
cbum has been awarded 5 times Mr. Olympia in classical physics. In classical physics, first place you get $50,000. But in open you get $400,000. But why so much difference? I don't know why so little at classic physics. cbum said the $50,000 helped me with my business so much.
Also great physique. I think this was back in the era when they were a little bit less dry and a little bit less lean, which I know a lot of people also like. A little bit healthier as well, but everything progresses.
As we know, cbum is supplement company. He also has a brand as an energy drink, that Hot Bum. cbum is not only a professional classical physics bodybuilder, but he is also a businessman who has meant after 5 times he does not need to participate at all on Mr. Olympia, as always Christ has said.
Godlike body you want to recognize where, you know, the body you look at that you appreciate, it's almost something you're never gonna achieve. It has to be not duplicatable, because bodybuilding is not about being duplicatable. It's about having great genes.
Yeah.
Like somebody can do all the steroids in the world. Dude, you're never going to look like that.
He has always had difficulty before Olympics. He was also sick in 2017, and he has also had kidney problems, always difficulty because of Mr. Olympia. Last time he said the situation was even more difficult than before. That is, because of the preparation for the Olympics.
Compete. My sister had the better genetics of the two of us.
Get
Shut
it.
up.
Oh yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
She has the better genetics than the two of you.
He has to take a lot of time to focus so much on himself, and his wife also protects his family. But now cbum will soon be a father, like cbum, a correct person and a role model for so many fans. He has already posted a post on Instagram on the 3rd of September with a long text. He's indirectly said about quitting with bodybuilding already. The photo around the text are in the video, and you can read through it yourself. cbum has often said in social media, sometime wants to stop. Sometime. That means not in 10 years, but soon, maybe 2024 or in 2025. Because always Chris has said first is health and family is priority, then bodybuilding. He has already said a few years ago, if his health goes into risk, he wants to stop 100%.
Who are your top 5 physiques? Like, who do you think about when you're like your top 5? Do you have a list?
I don't have a concrete list, but when I was younger, I really liked Barry DeMay. Unattainable things. Flex Wheeler was one of my favorite for sure. He had the twisting back double bicep on his knees. That's one of the craziest things I've ever seen. But Barry DeMay was a guy that I really liked the physique of.
Just like Lane Vallier's previous coach, Lane Vallier could have participated in Mr. Olympia, but all of a sudden has said enough and wants to quit. On September 3rd, cbum also posted a photo with a long text on Instagram and also indirectly said he doesn't know either. Maybe soon. Maybe stop in 2 years or next year.
If you ask me the greatest of all time, I'd still say Ronnie Coleman.
You put Ronnie as the GOAT.
I think so, yeah.
Wow.
Not that that's where I would ever want to see the
I mean, like that,
video,
like
but
that. Look at it, dude. His vein on his arm is bigger than my leg.
cbum is going to be a father soon, which means family is priority. Everything bodybuilding, Christ said. I am not looking forward to 10th time gold and first place of Mr. Olymp. Man, I've achieved what I wanted in life so far. No one has beaten me, that is, if he stops right now. He's in history anyway. Since first place reached until now is first place, no one has defeated Christ, for Christ now doesn't give a shit about 6 times 0, 7 or 10.
See, the bodybuilding community just loves and respects about someone who's no bullshit, just loves to train, no drama, no gossip, just like in the gym, kicking ass, leaves and does their own thing, stays in their own lane. There's always people who come into the world of bodybuilding and people just love those
A
people.
lot of people have said cbum you can do like Ronnie Coleman record, or 9 and 10, but that's not so easy either. That means 5 years with so much stress if cbum can. Maybe overtakes the other cbum.
Think about with Kevin's physique.
Again, I mean, all these guys from this era were, so the guys who didn't win the Olympia in this era were just wrong time. You know, they were around a lot of great people. I think a lot of these guys, if you spread them over time, would have won Mr. Olympia.
Because before Mr. Olympia, cbum has injured from his back. Maybe cbum knows something the others don't, or maybe real cbum is no longer interested in Mr. Olympia. But cbum also wants to live on for years next to his family. That's certainly not good news, but maybe he's still thinking about it because he wants to quit. That's nice when we see cbum is on Mr. Olympia, but maybe a lot of people want to rejoin Mr. Olympia. Please leave in comment, why does cbum want to stop? What do you think?